Bonsoir tout le monde. Hello everyone. Welcome to the live broadcast from Montpellier. Montpellier. You say Montpellier in English, Annie?
I
I don't know.
Montpellier.
Montpellier. It's Montpellier in French, and I am joined by my good friend Annie Andre. And we're going to turn the camera around in a second. But for now, as everyone comes in, if you could just please let me know the sound is okay by replying in the comments, giving me a thumbs up. And Roma, hello, welcome. Let me know if you could hear me and if you see a street in front of you with a green awning and a real estate agency across the street, a travel agency. Just let me know that we're good on the technical side. So everyone, as you're just joining, if you have to bounce off or anything like that, this will post to the top of the Oui In France Facebook page right after we're done. So let me know what I have planned for you today. Again, first, as always, thank you so much for sharing a little bit of your day with us. We're going to get going on a little snippet of Montpellier here, about 45 minutes. That's what I plan on doing. About 45 minutes, and we're going to stop in a few stores. We're going to look at a few sites. And Montpellier, it's the 7th largest city in France. So of course we can't show you everything. Things are kind of spread apart, but hopefully we'll be able to at least give you a little bit of a taste. So we're going to get started in just a minute. Again, welcome. It's Diane of the Oui In France Facebook page. I'm joined by my friend Annie Andre, and I'm just going to turn the camera around in 1 second to say hi. But if I could ask you guys for one huge favor before we start, for the 10 of you that are with me now, if you would not mind hitting share on whatever you're looking at, if you're on mobile, if you're on desktop, just hit share so this live video is being shared with more people. The more the merrier. And we could have more people join us. It really helps me to get the word out about my broadcasts. I'll just show you some of the buildings here, and we're going to get going in just 1 minute. So hit share on that just so we can have more people with us live. And again, if you have to pop off, this is going to be posted to the top of my page as a replay. So let Annie and I just say, hey, real quick. I'm going to get this around so you see the people behind.
Hey guys,
hello, I'm Diane, and then my good friend Annie here. And all of her links are in the description box, okay? So make sure you say hey to her, you follow her. And for anyone who maybe hasn't been to my page in a while, I'm rebooting my YouTube channel, and I'd love it if you subscribed. That is in the description box. So head over there, hit subscribe. I do everyday French life and beyond, all kinds of fun stuff. All right, so if you don't know me, I moved to France in 2012. I have a French husband, a little dog, and I live near Angers in the Maine-et-Loire. I am down here in the region of Occitanie, where Annie lives, in Montpellier, which is in the department of Hérault. That's spelled kind of like Herald. Hérault. All right, so that's where we are. We're about I'm just going to show you the street here as soon as the moto passes. We're about 6 miles from the Mediterranean coast. So we have a nice Mediterranean climate here. The winters don't get too cold. And we're about 465 miles from Paris, just to give you an idea. Just to give you a little idea of how far we are from the capital. All right, so that's the street, and there's some nice little palm trees around. You'll see them. But our first stop is the Fromagerie. So this wonderful place here is called La Cloche à Fromage. And here's the sign. Very nice people. I've cleared this with the owner. He knows we're coming in and filming, so there's no problem there. And if I get anyone's face, I'm just going to pan down, so apologies in advance. So stores here mostly close at 7, so we're going to pop into the stores first, and then I'm going to take you down some streets, and we're going to end up in about 40 minutes at Place de la Comédie. That's the main drag here. So we are outside the Fromagerie, and there's Annie talking to a kid. In we go. Let's go see what we see. Guys, if you're enjoying this, you have questions, please feel free to reply in the comments, interact with me. It's more fun. I'm like the crazy person with a stabilizer and a camera talking to herself in a foreign language. So it's way more fun if you guys interact. So please don't hesitate. There are no dumb questions, and I'm happy to hang out with you guys. So I'm going to start just by showing you the cheese case from afar. We're going to pan all the way down. And then I'll get in there close for you and show you a little bit about the prices. Hey Oliver, what's going on? Hope you're feeling okay. Hope to meet up with you soon. We're down in Montpellier. Terry, welcome. Just showing you the cheese spread here, which is extremely plentiful, and all kinds of good ones. And let me just zoom in there to show you. So some cheeses are sold by the piece, and you could see this little cutie here. The bouton de culotte is €2.80, €2.80. So the prices do range. This little guy back here is $7.20. There's a bunch of chèvre goat cheeses, and then as we come through, you'll see the types of cheeses change a little bit, and we'll get into the high ticket items. And Annie just had a nice sample. Oh look, you could get some eggs while you're here too. Let me show you those. So it looks like till November 2nd here we have a nice little promo on eggs raised in Gosh, I'm blanking on the translation of plein air. That's just outside, free range eggs. Yeah. Oh my gosh. And here they are. They're 35 centimes an egg, 2.10 for the 6 of them. And plein air, free range, it doesn't just mean they're in their cage all day and they go out in the grass for 5 seconds. They're really free range. So it always pays, I think, to pay for better quality food if you can. And the prices are not crazy. When I was back in the US at Whole Foods, I think the real free range eggs were like $6 for a dozen. But anyway, back to the cheese. So as you can see, these guys, the bigger types, the harder cheeses, they are sold by a slice. So what you do is you just point to the cheese you'd like. You could even sample it. There's no problem. With that, they'll give you a little sample and you'd say, you know, I'd like a petit morceau pour 2 personnes, something like that. If you're having a dinner party, you say how many people. And they'll cut you a nice little slice and then they'll weigh it. And as you can see, cheeses here at a cheese shop, you're paying for their expertise, the variety. And you do pay a little more for cheese. So these range anywhere from 20 a kilo up to 40. And you could see a little samples here. Okay, excellent. And I'll just show you a little bit of the store. Okay, we'll just show you. They have some other products here. The épicerie, a little market, regional things. And we'll get to that in the next store we're going to. We're going to head out of the Fromagerie. And again, if you're just joining, welcome, Dale, hello. I'm not seeing everyone's hellos here, but feel free to interact. And we just started 5 minutes ago. So again, if I could just ask anyone watching, while we're live, to just hit share, the share button on your desktop or your mobile, just so we can attract as many people as possible while we are still live here from Montpellier. And again, I'm joined by my good friend Annie Andre from AnnieAndre.com. She's here walking with me and she'll say hello in a few minutes. And her links are in the description box, so check her out. She's awesome. Her blog's a great resource. So it's Saturday night. Stores are closing around 7 and people are going to be going out. Tapas is really popular. And there's a little menu here you can check out as we're walking up to our next store, which has all kinds of regional food products, some really nice stuff. And again, the owners have cleared us for filming. So we're going to head up there next. There we go. And I'm going to show you the outside. And this is called Histoire de Saveurs, l'épicerie fine. So this is a higher end boutique with specialty products, a lot of regional ones and that sort of thing. So we'll just get a feel for it while we're out here. So we have tea, we have cookies, we have jams, we have wine, we have all kinds of amazing products. And the 2 ladies here next to Annie, they are the owners. This is not a chain. This is special in Montpellier. So come check them out. And just to say it, I don't think I said it, we're on Rue Saint-Guilhem. And we'll talk more about that later. But Saint-Guilhem is the Guilhem family. They're an ancient feudal dynasty. Lots of power. And they're originally from Toulouse. So you'll see that street name. Starts with a Guilhem, something like that. So I'm just giving you a feel for the store here, and then we're going to zoom in on some of the specialty products from the region. Est-ce que vous voulez dire bonjour, vite? Oui. Oui? Okay, I'm going to film the owners. They said it's okay. Very nice ladies. So come to Histoire de Saveurs, l'épicerie fine à Montpellier. And here we go. We're going to head over here. The nice ladies told me about some of the regional products when you're down here. So first of all, we have the Camargue, not too far from here. I believe it's east of here, the Camargue. I've been there. They're known for their pink flamingos, about 40 minutes, and they have this beautiful beautiful salt that comes right from this region. Excellent for all kinds of cooking. Pick that up. Also some honey biscuits, some very nice biscuits, local wine, and honey. So let's show you that. And a little thing of honey there is $6.50. This one here, this organic honey, is $8.90. So this is a specialty boutique. Really nice to get yourself a souvenir that's not some little trinket that's gonna break, you know, a little plastic thing. Some really nice things that you could get either as a gift for yourself or a gift for the person who's watching your dog or your kids or whatever. So if you're ever in a city, Montpellier or otherwise, the épicerie fine always has all kinds of wonderful things to see. Hey Steph, glad you can make it. Hey Claire. We're just in the épicerie fine. We just finished up at the Fromagerie. And some truffles. All right, let's keep moving on, Annie. Merci beaucoup. Bonne soirée. All right. And we're back out to the street. We'll just show you where we came from. Nice and quick. Sun's going to be setting very shortly, so this is a great time of day to just finish up. And this is a beautiful street here. Le quartier d'un ancien courrier. We're not going to go down it. I'm going to take you down another lovely street. I'm just going to lower the camera as we walk up, guys, just so I don't get a ton of people's faces. I'm still here. And we're going to head left to Century 21. You might know the real estate agency from your country. I know they have a big presence in the US, and I know a lot of people like checking out the real estate. So I'm just going to pause here, show you what prices are like, what you can get. So we have a bunch of apartments here. I'm going to zoom in, and what we have, you'll always see the square footage, which is square métrage, mètre carré, that's the meters squared. And then it tells you how many rooms. And then it tells you how many bedrooms. So this one, for example, is 44 square meters. So not huge. 2 rooms, 1 bedroom at 140,000 euros. And there's a bunch of different budgets. I'm seeing here pretty smallish places. Here's a house for rent at 1,300 a month. Okay, and you can just see here real quick. All right, up the street we go. Continuing on. Hope everyone's having a good weekend. We sure are. The rain held off, so. Oh, here comes a motorcycle. Gonna wait for him to pass, and we're gonna head across the street. Let's try. Here we go. All right. Now, there's also a nice little place. I don't know if you know the word traiteur, but it's kind of like catering, specialty foods that are prepared. You'll see places like this. Sometimes they have products like this at a butcher, you know, with full meat. This store is not a butcher, but it has lots of nice things you could take to go in a container, warm up at home. They do a bit of catering as well. And it says they're balanced, healthy plates. So we have some nice salmon, all kinds of stuff, all made here. Very nice if you'd like a little taste of something from the region, something French. And you'll see design shops as we walk up. You'll see, here's a music store. We just passed a pet store. There's a Japanese restaurant. There's a jewelry store here. Take a quick look in the window. See anything good? A few rings. All right, and up we go. And you'll see that flashing green sign up on the left. That is a pharmacy. And that's how you can identify them in France. They'll always have a flashing green sign. Pharmacies in France are not franchises. There's no CVS, Duane Reade, Walgreens. They're all privately owned, but they all will be denoted by that green sign. So if you're ever in need of medicine, just look for the green sign. There's a coffee club. Get yourself some coffee. An optical store. And we're coming up here on a selection of bars and restaurants, which aren't too busy yet, just before 7 p.m., but they will be hopping later. There's a little pup here if you look kind of straight in front of us. Oh, watch out, hope his tail doesn't get run over. There he is. He's waiting for a little morsel to fall. So we're gonna head up here straight a little bit. I'm gonna show you a really cool view. I'm gonna get in the middle of the street to show you this. There's an Arc de Triomphe in Montpellier. And I'm not just saying that to be funny because it looks like the one in Paris. It's actually one of the several Arc de Triomphe in France. A little smaller than the one in Paris, but it's very nice. It's a great, if you're here and you have the time, walk up that street, go up by the Arc de Triomphe, continue, you'll get a great view, all kinds of cool things. But as I said, we're just doing about a 45-minute tour today, showing you a little of this, a little of that, so you can get a taste of this Mediterranean city. Can't show you everything. And right here in front of us, that's the Préfecture. It's the administrative center where you do all your visas and renewals of carte de séjour and all that fun stuff. It's a very nice building. Some guy just waved hi to us. Excellent. And you're going to see these pink umbrellas around. You're going to see a big concentration of them when we turn around. But they're for breast cancer awareness. So I'll show you more of that in a few minutes. But we're just going to head up here just 2 minutes. Bear with me as we're walking up. Look at the flowers and all that. Hey, Lisa. Hey, Mary. And we're just going to take a look at that money shot, the Arc de Triomphe, and then we're just going to turn around and we'll head towards Place de la Comédie here in Montpellier. So again, you are just joining us. I'm Diane from the Oui In France Facebook page and blog, and I would love it if you're not already following me, hit the like button. I try to do these Facebook Lives. I'll get back to that in a second. I'm going to get in the street while there's no cars, and I'm going to show you. There it is. If you like that shot, give me a red heart. Let me know you're out there. And I'm going to stand very still so I don't get hit by a side view mirror. But you see that in the distance, past the pharmacy, that is the Arc de Triomphe of Montpellier. And I'm going to get out of the road. Okay, so we're going to head back where we came from and head down the street a bit. And as I just said, I've done a bunch of these Facebook Lives. If you're new here, I have a link in the description of the past lives. I've actually done a live from inside a pharmacy, inside the Intermarché grocery store. I've done a walking tour of a little town near where I live, Angers. It's not that little, but it's very nice, in the Maine-et-Loire. I've done a bunch of things down from, actually down around here, Perpignan, so check that out if you're enjoying a little taste of France and my non-professional commentary. By the way, again, if you're new here, I'm not a professional tour guide or anything like that. I'm just, Annie and I are doing this on our own time just for fun to share this with you guys. So thank you again for joining us for a little bit of your day. There's a little pup there, just waiting for his master to keep on moving. All right, Annie, so we're gonna hang a right here, right? So right here in front of us, that's Les Halles, and you'll see the Halles, it's spelled like halls with an S there. Yep, Rue Saint-Guillaume, there's a street sign if you see that up on the wall. But Les Halles, that's where you could find markets, like farmers markets in a lot of towns. Look for that. And we could just put our head in there real quick. They're closing probably any minute. Can we cut through, Annie? All right, yeah. Let's just pop through. I did not ask if I could film in here because we thought it would be closed, so we might get pushed out, but I'm going to show you just real quick whatever we see. I'm going to just put the camera down for you, so take a look. Trying to be real sly. Just so you could get a feel what an indoor covered market's like. And the remaining pastries of the day. Okay. And so usually these markets are open mornings during the week. I don't know the exact hours of this one in Montpellier, but usually they're open in mornings and usually Saturdays. Here, I guess, all day, which is nice. Check out the buildings. We haven't come across any palm trees yet. Okay. Hey, Linda. Joanne, nice to see you. Thank you again. There's another sushi place. That's a chain sushi shop. All right, we're going to head down one of the little streets. One of the nice little streets. Show you that. So the population of Montpellier is actually decent. The city itself, 275K. 275,000 people live in the city itself of Montpellier. As I said, it's the 7th largest in France. And those stats are as of about 2014, but more or less they're the same. Let me just show you behind real quick. And most of the population, well, I don't want to say most, but a good portion, I don't know exactly, but about a third are students. So you'll see a lot of people under 30. And it just has a really nice vibe, really nice energetic feel. Very, very nice city. All right, so down the little streets we go. Here we go. And I forgot to tell you that Arc de Triomphe just blinked out when I was standing in the middle of the street. That was actually created at the end of the 17th century, and it was in honor of Louis XIV. And back in the day, I guess there were ancient ramparts that are no longer there. And that was actually constructed where one of the old gates was. This is an Italian épicerie, so all Italian products, wines and all that. Yum, yum, yum. Okay, and I'll just show you up here before we keep walking. I don't want to blow through too quickly, just to show you what the buildings look like. And the width of this street, cars can't go down here, pedestrian street, but it's very narrow. There we go. Excellent. And a little restaurant tucked into the right here. Let me show you this. All right. I love it. I love the decoration. I love the charm. And as we head under this little, I don't know what it is, little archway with flowers, we're going to see a store that has all kinds of postcards outside. It's just really nice. I'll show you some of the shops that are getting ready to close. A women's clothing shop. And this place is a nice little, it's not a tourist shop per se, but they have all kinds of nice things that tourists would like. There we go. Ooh, pardon. Some hecklers. So, some really nice little postcards. Stop and show you these real quick. There we go. Hey, Jenny, you're welcome. I just love this stuff. I'm like a big geek for the papeterie. You know, I love the little notebooks and the little cards. There we go. I'll just give you a peek from the outside of the store. I don't want to get too tied down going into stores. Not everyone likes every sort of thing, so I'm just going to keep moving. Everything okay, guys? Everything good so far? Those of you that have been with me, are we moving at an okay speed for you? You guys like what you see? Let me know. Give me a red heart again. I'm going to show you right here. We have a nice wine store. Au Grand Vin de France. Ooh. Excellent. Annie just told me that her husband shops here with her sometimes. Annie, are we going to continue down the street here, or are we going to head this way? Yeah, towards the umbrellas, yeah. Okay, we'll go this way. And again, my friend Annie of AnnieAndre.com is joining me. We'll turn the camera around so we could say hi. And if she'd like to talk for a bit, I will be more than happy to pass that over to her. Okay, so there's a street cleaner coming. But let me just show you here across the way. There's a chain. It's a chain. It's called Amarino. They have really nice gelato. You'll see them in Paris, all the big cities. And it's not fait maison, it's not made there. Again, it is a chain, but it's nice. They put the gelato in a flower shape in the cone, and I think it's like €4. But let me show you these umbrellas that I was talking about. It's a little crowded, so I'm going to get up against the wall so I don't annoy anyone. But let me just pan up and show you this stuff. All right, so there are umbrellas hanging from the ceiling, pink ones, and again, that is to bring awareness to breast cancer. And on the ground, there's actually something written, and as soon as people step off it, I will show you that. But we're gonna head down the street here. Annie, tell me again, what's the name of this street, please? I totally just blanked. Rue de la Loge. Okay, there you go. This is the main drag for shopping. It'll lead you right down to Place de la Comédie, and you'll see stores that you know: Vans, Yves Rocher, Petit Bateau, Swarovski. There's a juice bar on my left. Oh, there's an Amarino, Julia, in Raleigh, North Carolina. I've been away so long, I don't even know what is in the U.S. anymore. There's a place called Georges Cafe through the gateway. There's a Godiva, that Belgian chocolate shop that you guys probably know if you're in the U.S. and I guess in the U.K. There's a nice clothing store here on the left, Des Filles à la Vanille. And I'll just point the camera up a little bit to keep people's heads out of the shot, just show you the buildings a little bit as we make our way down. Excellent. And Annie, if you see that painting on the ground that shows about the breast cancer, just tap my arm so I can show everyone that. All right, excellent. So I was telling you that about a third of the population here is students. You'll see a lot of young folks. And a lot of them go to the University of Montpellier, and that was actually founded way back, one of the oldest things here, in 1160, the year 1160, and that is one of the oldest universities in the world. So big claim to fame. Oh, there's some paint I could show. Let me just get up here. And I'm going to show you a shoe store that I like in a second. Actually, I think that's the old paint. That's not about breast cancer awareness. Oh, here's some paint. Let me show you guys. Just trying to keep people's heads out of the shots, guys, so bear with me. It's really busy. Problem. Yep, I'm going to pop right in there 1 second. Annie's being a great help here, keeping me from running into people. So as we have here, le dépistage du cancer du sein, c'est la vie. There we go, and there's a hashtag. It's a big campaign going on now. So again, that's where we just came from. And we're just going to pop our head into... Annie, I'm gonna show them bocage real quick. Do you just want to ask if it's okay if I just show real quick, just so we don't get yelled at? Thank you so much. There's a street performer here. We saw a few dancers last night. These guys are different. I don't know what they're gonna do, but probably not gonna be too happy if I film them without asking. So I'm gonna show you some shoes in bocage. They're a little bit of a higher end retailer. Shoes are usually well over €100, but they are good quality. So if you're looking for stylish, good quality shoes and you're okay with paying a little bit more for shoes that are going to last, I highly recommend Bocage. They're a chain. They're in all the big cities, a lot of malls, and it looks like red and black is hot for fall. But I didn't ask if we could film in here, so I'm not actually going to go in. But we're going to turn around, and we're going to go pop our head into a patisserie a little bit. Got some dancers rocking out here. Hey guys, what's going on? All right, we have a little patisserie that's going to be closing in like 2 seconds. So we'll just show you what's left, if that's cool with everyone. Annie, c'est bon? Nah. I'm on the street. She said she had to ask her boss if I could film, so I'm not going in. I'm just showing you from the street. That's okay, Annie. We could keep going. I'm just showing from the street. You guys have seen boulangeries and all that, pastries, in some of my other videos, so I'm just going to keep it moving here. All right, and you'll see in the distance a merry-go-round that is Manège in French. It's all lit up, and that means we are coming up to Place de la Comédie. It is the main center of your downtown historic Montpellier. It's oval shaped, and it is the place to be. And you'll see there's a Monoprix behind. They never let you film, guys, sorry. Or I would take you in for a tour. But there is a Monoprix, which is a great supermarket. They have a little bit of clothes. I wouldn't say they're exactly like Target, but maybe like a mini Target or a grocery store. And depending on how big it is, they have other stuff, clothes, and all kinds of fun things. So again, there's a theater down here. To my left, there's the tourism office. There's a lot going on. Let me know if you could still hear me okay, guys. It's getting very loud with all the music. I just want to make sure our tech is still on point. So I'm going to get up here to the fountain, and then I'm going to turn all the way around so you can really get a feel for how big and lively this Place de la Comédie is on a Saturday night. It's hopping. There are enough people here that I could kind of show you these guys DJing and dancing without getting yelled at. Let's see, let's poke our head in real quick. Hey, Katie. All right, they're not actually dancing yet. He's still setting up. But you'll just see the kinds of street shows. Okay. All right, and something that's really cool is the tramway in Montpellier. It's a great way to get around. Annie lives just a short walk from where we are now, but you could easily take the tram and take it a few stops. It's like a Euro trip. And where I live by Angers, they have a tramway as well. Super popular, super way to get around. And here it comes. And I read that designer Christian Lacroix is the designer of the floral pattern on the tramway. So you're going to see it coming. I'm just going to show you as it comes to a stop so you can kind of see that cool pattern. Here it comes. Just don't want to film all these people. There we go. So that's the tramway. It comes every, 5 minutes, depending on the time of day. All right. And we're in the center of the place now, so you can just see what is going on. Got a McDonald's over there. And I'm just going to turn all the way around, and then I'll show you up. So as you can see, the buildings, there are a lot of Haussmann-style buildings, like in Paris, Angers, lots of other cities in France. Just a style of architecture that you'll recognize. There we go. Excellent, Dale. Thank you for letting me know. And guys, if I missed any of your questions, when we're done here, what I'll do is I'll just ask you to put in your questions if that's cool. All right, there we go. Perfect. So this is a pedestrian area, as you probably figured out. Let me just pan up for you. It's a pedestrian area. No cars are here. There we go. Let's just show you this building. So La Gazette, I believe, is the local newspaper.
La Gazette.
Yep. Okay, so here we go. And this place here is flanked by the Comedy Opera House, built in 1888. And do you know where the Opera House is exactly? Is it? There. Oh, it is right here, this big building. All right, let me show you back to the Opera House. So there it is. And it's not a historical opera house where there's nothing in it. There's still shows and all of that. So you can come to the Opera House if that's your thing, see what they have going on. All right. Excellent. Okay, let's keep walking. Annie, if you want to lead the way, we're at the Place de la Comédie, and we could open it up for a Q&A a little bit as we just kind of walk, if that's cool with you guys. We'll just walk. I'll show you what's going on. You get the atmosphere, and you kind of feel like you're here with us. And there's one that goes to the beach stuff with the sea creatures. Oh, so cute. Yeah, that's great. And we can show you what's playing at the movies. Let's see how much they are here. By me, I think a regular movie on Saturday night is like 10 euros for an adult ticket. So let's see how that compares. And what you want to look for at the movies, if you want to see VO, version originale, meaning no dubs, it means English language movie from the US, you are going to hear the English language with the original actors' voices. That's VO. And in big cities, you can find that. I want to see A Star is Born with Bradley Cooper. He is excellent actor, and I love Lady Gaga. That just came out here the 3rd of October, maybe the same in the US. So we'll just go here and we'll show you what the movies are. So we have A Star is Born, all kinds of things. And usually outside the theater you can get a feel for what's playing. They have like little papers that tell you that. And so Annie told me that it's 11 euros here. Haven't been to the movies in forever though, so I don't know if that's a good price. Yeah, Katie, you're not kidding about the floor there when it's so slippery. The ground gets so wet. I wear flip-flops most of the time, like sandals, flat shoes. And this morning they were cleaning, cleaning the floors and all that, the ground. And I almost wiped out. It was so slick. So yes.
They're kind of famous in Montpellier.
Okay, so Annie just told me these guys. Oh, look at that. Look at that big dog poop. It must have been a horse.
Yep.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, I think that was a horse. But we have some musicians here in the place. I don't know how they're going to be with me filming, so I'm going to kind of keep walking. And he says they're pretty well known in Montpellier. So can you guys actually hear the music, or is it just my voice? It's actually pretty cool. I hope the sound is coming through so you can hear them a little bit. Yep, Julia, I'm actually doing a post on my blog about Bradley Cooper. He studied in Provence, somewhere at Avignon, a bunch of years ago. He's awesome, so charming. So for anyone just joining us, again, this is Diane from Oui In France, and I'm joined here by my friend Annie of Annie.com, and these are the people behind the camera. Hey guys, good to see you. So we're just showing you the Place de la Comédie here in Montpellier, and you're getting us on the tail end of our broadcast. We've been going for a little over half an hour now. So if you're just joining us and you want to see the fromagerie, the cheese shop, a little specialty market with regional products, you want to watch the replay that's going to post to the top of my page. But if you're still here, still hanging out, thank you. And there's the tourism office in the distance. We'll head left, Annie, a little bit just to show here. And if anyone, good Lisa, good, cool. And if anyone has any questions, Annie is a great resource. As I said, she blogs at annieandre.com. Everything, all her links are in the description. So follow her. We're happy to talk for a little bit as we keep walking and showing you around. If anyone has any questions about living abroad, the French culture, language learning, hit us with them. We're ready for you. So let's go look at the flowers, show you some of the prices there. Again, the whole point of doing these lives is to give you a feel of different cities, of different aspects of French life, live in real time with us. And let you be here in spirit. So some really nice flowers, these little bouquets. Some of them are 10, 5 euros. Annie's liking this one here. She's pointing it out. And why do you like that one?
I don't know.
It's just good texture.
It has different layers. It's beautiful.
Yeah, really nice.
How much is that one?
I don't know. That one is priceless. There we are. We're funnier with a few bottles of wine. I don't know if I should say thank you or if that was a dig. Terry says we're funnier with a few bottles of wine, so
That's later.
Yeah, we'll be on later if you guys want to come back. I'm sorry, Terry, if we're not funny. Doing my best for you, really. As always, doing the best I can here. All right, here we go.
The shopping mall is one.
And again, just for anyone, I don't live down here. Again, I live in the Maine-et-Loire in Angers, hour and 20-minute flight away. I'm down here for work again at Perpignan, so made the trip. It's my first time to Montpellier, and we're just kind of doing this on the fly. So again, I'm not a professional tour guide, just trying to give you a little bit of a show, a feel for Montpellier.
A little children's park, if you want. Ended up there.
Okay, so we're just walking towards a little park where we'll wrap up the broadcast and all of that. So Julia asks Annie, what is a good language course for someone who speaks a little French but wants to improve? So Julia, do you mean from afar, from wherever you are, something online, something like that you do on your own time, or do you mean here in France, like an immersive experience? Let us know. I don't know of any courses off the top of my head. In person and all that, but it depends. I think it really depends on your learning style, right, Annie? Like, are you more of a book learner? Do you do better with audio? Do you like being more on the spot, interacting with French speakers? I'll have to think about that. I have to really think about for you. Okay, Gwyneth is saying she remembers this. Her daughter wrote on that. Yeah, I also like doing this for you guys because a lot of times France, your vacations to France hold special memories. You went here for an anniversary, a trip with your daughter, your husband, your mom, whatever. And if I could just do what I can to bring back some of those memories by showing you what the place is like, I'm happy to do it, and I really enjoy that. All right, so here we go. Plat du jour, just to show you a menu, some of the real life things. So looks like you could get tomato, mozzarella, and basil, all kinds of things here, 9 euros, salmon, that sort of thing. And hibachi ball, Jenny asks, let's see. Yeah, so usually the bocce ball, I think it's normally a pétanque, which is like a similar game, if not the exact game. Okay. And I don't see it right now. It's generally pretty popular, so I'm actually surprised. But maybe it's forbidden to play here on this walkway. I don't know, but it's a good game. So Annie, did you happen to see that question? It's covered. It says, this may be a weird question, but I haven't been able to find any chicken beef stock in the supermarket. I can't read the whole question. I don't know who it's from. If you're thinking of bouillon, there are actually little cubes. They come in a box, a brand like Maggi or Maggi, M-A-G-G-I. It's not broth, if that was the question. I've never seen broth, but they are, little cubes, the bouillon cubes.
My daughter plays that.
Okay, I know any. I don't want to film kids at all.
Oh yeah. Okay. So then there's
We'll just go over here.
and then there's the Musée Fabre.
Okay.
Very rich.
Do you want to talk for a little bit, Annie? I'll just give you the mic. You don't want to talk? No. Okay. Okay. So Annie was just saying there's a museum La Fabre.
Fabre.
Le Favre.
F-A-V-R-E.
Okay, Le Favre.
Like one of the richest amounts of art in France, outside of the Louvre.
Okay, outside of the Louvre. I don't know if you heard Annie. Outside of the Louvre, this is one of the museums that if you're into art, you should definitely go to because they have quite a collection. Here we have a nice fountain. And you'll see a lot of people out exercising, walking around. Again, very active, very young city. And I highly recommend it if you find yourself down here. And what I always tell people is, if you think, oh, I'll go to Paris, I'll go to Paris again. Paris is great. It's like New York. I have no problem with Paris. But I feel like you get a different perspective when you visit France, when you go to other places. And if you don't know, oh, I don't know where to go. Will they speak English? Things like that. Do your best with, polite French, your hello, your goodbye, your thank you. And, you get by. Don't let the language of going anywhere else but Paris, throw you off. People are cool. People will help you. And Annie, what's the view like up here if we continue? Decent?
We're
Not
high
decent?
up, yeah, but that's the museum right there.
Okay, so let me show you the museum.
That is the most popular.
This is the most popular museum here. There we go. That's the Fabre one. Yeah. Okay. No fall colors. It's still pretty hot here, Linda. It's like 95% humidity, mid 70s today, but you'll sweat even though the air is cool because of the humidity. So the leaves really they're not changing yet. And I don't even know in this climate if they do completely change.
They do change.
They do change, Annie says. Yeah. Okay, good, Deborah. Happy to do it. That's my goal. So if you feel like you're here, that means I'm doing a half decent job. Excellent. So I was saying, so if you're like, oh, I've been to Paris twice, I'm going to go somewhere else. Totally trust me when I'm telling you, if you don't speak French that well, you can go to other places in France and you'll be okay. Really, don't let the language put you off from visiting anywhere beside Paris. And if you come down here in Montpellier, along the coast, you think, oh, France, southern France, Mediterranean coast, Nice, Cannes. No, there's the western Mediterranean coast as well. I actually did an awesome bike tour from Côte near Perpignan into Spain with my husband Tom. You could find that live in the post on my blog if you're into that. There's also, we did a canal cruise a couple of years ago on the Canal du Midi down here. That was great. So, I mean, really, basically what I'm saying is there's really no bad place to visit. But it's nice down here, nice weather, nice kind of atmosphere, and all of that. So we're going to just go up here to this ledge, this edge. And we'll just give you a little view of the city, and we'll wrap it up there because we are at about the 40 or so minute mark. And if you have any more questions, you pop them in. And again, if you're just joining, I've done live from the Tour de France when it's come to my area. I've done a pharmacy tour. I've done a supermarket tour. Done some city tours. So if you like live and you like listening to me talk to you about the things that we see in real time, definitely check that out. And again, if you follow me and Annie, we would be so grateful. That's how you could support us. I also have a Francophile shop of things I designed. T-shirts, mugs, they make great gifts as we're going into the holiday season. That would be awesome. That's a great way to support me as well if you like what I do. Again, we're not professional tour guides. We don't get paid for this kind of stuff, but it does take time and planning. So if you enjoy, give me a thumbs up. Do the things I mentioned, please. All right, and we'll just show you over the ledge here. Oh, with the palm trees that I mentioned in the beginning. Finally, I could show you some palm trees. So again, Montpellier, I said it a few times, it's the 7th largest city in France, so there's no way that I could show you the whole city. I wanted to just keep it to a manageable length and and just show you a little bit of this, a little bit of that, so you get a feel for the city and hopefully want to visit. So we'll show you this way where we walk down. Lynette, the name of my blog is Oui In France. The page that you're watching this on, at the top you should see the link. Just click that photo. It's like a white circle with a logo of Eiffel Tower and a dog. Oui In France, that's oui, like yes in French, O-U-I. And Annie is AnnieAndre.com. And all of our stuff is linked in the description. We have all of our socials and all that. So let's turn it around. We'll just show you the faces behind the boys. We're here. Hey guys, what's going on? So that's who's been talking to you. And
she's been doing a great job.
I'm trying to talk about the little city of Montpellier. So is there anything else I could tell you guys just before we go? Annie, what else should we tell them?
I don't know. You've already pretty much covered everything.
Yeah? I think I covered. Debbie, I think Debbie was the person who asked about the apartments. What would be a good neighborhood in Montpellier for an Yeah, Debbie was the lady who asked about that.
Affordable
Let me take this
rental.
out of my ear and put the mic closer to Annie, so I'll just, if that's okay.
Hey Debbie, how's it going? It depends on what affordable is.
I think she was saying €1,200. I don't know if she wants 2-bedroom, 3-bedroom.
I didn't see
1-bedroom.
that.
It was from another post.
Oh, okay. It's very affordable in general in the south of France compared to something like Paris. What time are you coming back on this evening? Okay.
just ignore.
Okay, I'm just going to ignore that. So it just depends on the area, but generally in the south of France, it is very affordable, except for Nice, and which is very expensive. But for instance, we have a fully furnished apartment. Fully furnished, it's not like deluxe, but we pay $15.50 a month. And that covers most of our utilities. Our house is fully furnished. It has 3 bedrooms. It's about 100 square meters. I don't know what that is in feet anymore. To me, that's affordable. To some, that might be expensive, but I have...
It's a little over 1,000 square feet.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So it just depends on where you are. We lived near Toulon before, and we were paying €1,100 per month for a fully furnished place, which was 90 square meters. So I find this affordable, but we came from the San Francisco Bay Area, so it just depends on where you're coming from. But if you'd like to know more, you can just ping me a little bit later, and I can help you on that in private.
Yeah. All right, cool. Thank you so much, Annie. Debbie, I hope that gave you like a little insight. I'll also shout out a woman named Danelle, who I believe she's the founder of Renaissance. It's a company, not Renaissance, Renaissance, like R-E-N, I think RENESTANCE, I want to say. Look up Renaissance. I don't have any affiliation with any of the stores or the companies I'm mentioning, but she does relocation, visa help, things like that. And she's a nice lady. So definitely look that up. I think a consultation, I tell people this all the time. I don't know how much a consult is, but I feel like it is worth it if you are seriously looking into coming to France for any length of time to live, that you get the right info regarding visas and costs. So go to a professional, Danelle of Renaissance, and check that out. That might be a good asset for you, Debbie. Terry's asking what time we're coming back on this evening. If we come back on, it's going to be dinner time or after. It'll be like 9 p.m. or something. You should get notified if you've liked my page. We'll either, if we'll come back on either from a restaurant.
After 4 glasses of wine.
After like 18 bottles of wine, we'll come on and we'll talk to you about like the real deal. No, it's gonna be so fun. No, I'm just kidding. She's not. I don't know if you heard that. She's not. But we'll come. I'm sorry, guys. This I'm just like showing you the trees, but I'm still talking. Look at that. But yeah, if there's any other questions, I know there's a little delay, so we'll give it there. Well, we'll give it there. Jesus, can't even talk. We'll leave it there. And if you have any questions, you can leave them in the comments, and we'll do our best to come back on later and say, hey, maybe we'll show you a little bit of tapas, or we'll show you a little of like, I don't know, something else. So yeah, guys, thank you again for being here. Again, if you joined me late, we went for like 40 minutes, 45 minutes. We did cover the city center, showed you a cheese shop, all kinds of things in the city center, showed you the Arc de Triomphe of Montpellier. So go back and watch it. Follow Annie's blog, follow mine. Go to YouTube, go to my channel, linked in the description, Annie's too. Follow me there. I'm active on YouTube again. So guys, thank you again. Over and out from Montpellier. Bonne soirée. À bientôt. Au revoir.